Hey, hey, hey. What you gotta say? Hollywood swinging.
Nice. Back at it again for another not so private conversation. Martini, my day's in full effect.
Clink.
Clink, clink. Sip, sip.
Throw it back.
So this week, I don't have anything too deep or too serious, but I do have Mia shenanigans.
Mia shenanigans.
We back.
Oh no. Well, before you start your shenanigans, did you see your boys' shenanigans?
Please tell me you're not talking about Kanye West.
That's exactly who
Please
I'm talking about.
tell me no.
I mean,
I saw it. I'm disappointed, of course, like a lot of people are, but I'm really not giving a lot of attention to it or him because it's not real. That's what I think. It's not real. He's clearly dealing with a bipolar manic episode, and he does not have good people around him. They are not helping him.
Yeah.
This is just it is truly sad to watch this happen on such a huge platform.
Mm-hmm.
Between him, cry for help, like I feel like
it's not a cry from help from him.
This is so sad.
Between him and 50 Cent, I don't know, like,
what did 50 Cent do?
50 Cent being on Lil Wayne's Apple Music show when Lil Wayne was interviewing him. So I didn't listen to it. And I purposely did not go looking for it, but I was listening to the Friend Zone and they played a clip of it on the episode. So I ended up hearing it anyways. And I don't know. It's just, I am surprised that people are so upset. It's just like, who goes to 50 Cent for information like this? Who looks at 50 Cent to understand colorism,
right,
and where it stems from? Like, nobody. So
nobody.
We just look at 50 Cent to troll people. That's it.
No, it's a big no for me. Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, Kanye West, Terry
Donald
Crews,
Trump,
Chance the Rapper, all of y'all.
Oh my God. It's been a rough couple of weeks.
Take a walk, because your time on social media needs to be up.
Somebody need a break.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Social distance.
I have randomness floating around in my mind because, like you said, it's been a crazy few weeks. So indulge me.
Okay.
Evil laugh. Insert evil laugh. Indulge me. So, I think it'll be fun to invite Jordan on for a couple of these questions because I do want a dude's point of view.
Oh no.
And I know Jordan's with the shit, so
he's so problematic though, but it's okay.
A lot of people are. A lot of our faves are. A lot of our cousins, brothers, uncles, daddies, grandpas, best friends are problematic. So join the fun. But we'll have him on. So if you hear an extra voice, that is Jordan, or a.k.a. CJ, right?
CJ
of the Hookup Podcast. All right, let's get into it.
Okay.
Asking all them questions. Why you asking all them questions? Asking
all them questions. Making faces. Assuming.
So, listen to this. A man proposes to his woman with a receipt of her student loan debt being paid in full instead of a ring. She is grateful for it. She thanks him for it, but she says she still requires a ring before getting married. Is she A, unreasonable, B, ungrateful, C, smart, or D, for dumb?
Oh my God, this is so hard. I feel like she's C, smart. Like, I didn't ask you to pay for my student loan. Like, is she paying on it by herself already? I guess that's my question. If she's paying for it by herself already, it's I understand it's a great gesture and I would be appreciative, but at the same time, it's like you're proposing to me and I just like I would appreciate it just like maybe we should have just had some type of discussion or you should have tried to insert this scenario into a conversation some way so you could see how I would feel about it. I don't know, like a proposal. I understand that a ring is something that's traditional,
and
but
symbolic.
at the same and symbolic, yeah. So all the other things that men come up with to propose with, all those ideas, they're great. Like I don't want to sound like they're not good. It's just I see them as just like gestures of love and kindness and appreciation and something that you just want to do for that other person. Like I wouldn't give my boyfriend for his birthday, like I wouldn't pay off one of his bills for his birthday. Like it's just, you know, to me it's kind of like when men or women buy appliances for their significant other for a birthday or holiday, and I'm just like, so you telling me like you want me to cook on a better stove? So you bought me a new stove, you know? I don't know. What do you think?
It made me think about the man. This is a very logical, practical, very smart move on his part because he does want to get married, meaning he does want to build a life and, start creating a legacy and all that stuff. Be smart about his money and debt. Maybe they want to buy a house, so forth and so on. In the place of a ring is where I found the issue.
Yeah.
Because when most women, they do still want the ring, and you're not gonna replace it's like do you want a house or do you want a ring? But the question did say, but she says she requires a ring before getting married, not for engagement. So you paid this off as a symbol of, I'm showing you here's my token, I want to marry you. But before we get married, she's saying she still requires a ring. So
like at the wedding, would she be surprised with a ring?
Yeah, like give her a ring as a symbol of your fidelity and love. So the options, is she reasonable, ungrateful, smart, or dumb? I think she's pretty reasonable in saying that because yes, you can absolutely pay off my my student loans, but when it's time to get married, I don't want to be standing at the altar and we not exchange rings.
Right.
That's weird. So I thought that was interesting because he paid off $70,000 in student loans.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
I'm not looking really for a ring that costs $70,000.
Yeah,
I'm low maintenance. My requirement for a ring is totally different from so many people.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if you can do that, you can buy the little ring that I
want. That's true. It's like if you can spend $70,000 on my student loans, you can buy the ring that I want that's less than 5.
You know what I'm saying? So,
so
here's another one. Is it true that guys still have to ask, like when you're dating or exclusive, you still have to ask or have the conversation to be someone's girlfriend, or is it just assumed? If somebody comes up, if y'all have been together, if y'all have been together and y'all are exclusive and there's nobody else, does he have to say, will you be my girlfriend? Or is it just assumed that we together? I hear this so much from guys.
I have heard this too, and I actually had this happen to me in my current relationship. So you should have definitely asked Jordan once he got on. But
I'll Jordan up in here real quick.
All right, hold on a second.
All right. So the question is posed. Do you have to ask a girl to be your girlfriend, or is it just assumed like y'all are monogamous and exclusive, y'all are not seeing other people, and it has been some time? How would you approach the situation? Do you have to ask a girl to be your girlfriend? Would you be my girlfriend? Or is it just assumed we together?
That's dependent on the person. Because some people...
What we talking about you?
Talking about me personally, like, it's assumed. Like, nah, if we chilling every day, if we doing our thing, and, you know, like, I ain't seeing nobody else, you ain't seeing nobody else, shit, you my old lady, I'm your old man.
But what if she does not know that 100%?
Right, I had to learn that. Like, that's why I say that's why I say it's dependent on the person, you know.
Okay,
like,
so for y'all's personal situation, you assumed, but she didn't know.
I was man, I was a nigga. I was like, man, you know, we chilling. It's my old lady. I ain't seeing nobody else. You know, it's my girl. So, but
when did that all come to a head? When did y'all realize y'all were on two separate pages about it?
When I told him.
Yeah, basically.
So did you backtrack and say, like, did y'all have the conversation? Did y'all agree to, you're my girlfriend, I'm your boyfriend? Did that have to happen?
Yeah. Like, shit wasn't gonna progress until that happened. She was firm in her stance, so it was like
snap.
she was firm in her stance, so it was like, well, shit. If you want to ride on this boat, you know, you gotta pay to play, baby, and that's what it was. That's what it was. I couldn't do nothing but respect it. I couldn't do nothing but respect.
Do you understand why it's important to have that conversation instead of just assuming?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I understand.
I feel like a lot of dudes would get their feelings hurt when they assume that, oh yeah, we together, but the conversation was never had, and then something pops off, and then I feel like his feelings would be hurt.
We didn't have anything pop off. It's just that we had reached a point, and I was like, okay, what are we doing? Like, exactly.
you had the "what are we" conversation.
Yeah, I was like, you know, we're dating. We're dating, but you've never asked me to be your girlfriend. So dating means dating around, right?
Right.
So if you never asked me to be your girlfriend.
But see, that's why I say it depends on the person, because like to her, dating means dating around.
Mm-hmm.
I say I'm dating you.
Well, there was a point where we were dating each other and dating other people. So I was like, what's the difference
I didn't consider,
between
but see, that's
that dating and what we're doing now? We're still dating.
Is you gonna let me answer?
Will you let me I wasn't doing my sentence.
That's why I was saying it depends on the person. Like she said, like I don't consider that dating. Like if it ain't established, I don't consider it dating. It's kind of like messing around almost. Like I reserve dating for one singular person. So it's like,
that's interesting, because I do look at dating as it's a loose term. There could be multiple people, but if I'm dating, then I got to add another term onto it. I'm dating this person exclusively. So it's just a matter of semantics and how you choose to label situations.
Yeah, most you definitely feel the same?
What?
Do you feel like it has to be established?
Oh, definitely. You better ask me to be your girlfriend, or else I'm not your girlfriend, and you probably gonna get your feelings hurt. You're probably seeing somebody else.
I mean, that's how I felt about it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you gotta know that. You gotta have that conversation, because assuming making an ass out of you and me. So
hey, for real.
So you gotta have that talk. Yeah.
All right. This is gonna be real interesting, because we have a couple that's still together, so it doesn't apply to you together. It applies to you guys separately. I don't know if y'all have ever talked about this before, but what is the pettiest thing you've done after a breakup?
I haven't had that many breakups, because I haven't had that many like serious relationships. So I don't have that experience.
Let's say, because I feel like Jordan got something over there. Let's say you were just dealing with a person, or you were dating a person, and y'all stopped dating for a particular reason. What's the pettiest thing you've ever done that led y'all to no longer be involved with a person?
Man, I can't name the pettiest.
You have to.
I guess I kind of mentioned this on my podcast before, the Hookup Podcast. No, I'm plugging myself. Plug. But yeah, I kind of already mentioned it. Like, one time, my previous relationship, we had a stint where we broke up, and I had just bought some rims for her car, so I ended up taking the rims off the car and left the car on jack stands.
Didn't I say he was problematic at the beginning? All the LDBs out there like, what is happening?
And her mama driveway, yeah.
Ooh,
right there.
I'm sweating.
I knew it was petty, and I knew it was wrong, and I was over it like halfway through going to get the jack, but I was like, nah, I committed to it. I gotta do it all.
So what was the response to that? What did she say?
911. Yeah, but you know, it got handled the right way. I mean, I gave her little stocks back, and that was a wrap.
You don't have anything? Give me some. Come on, Petty Betty. Give me some.
I really, when I'm done, I'm just that person who's just like, I'm done. And that's it. I'm just done.
Look at my face.
I really haven't. Like, I'm thinking, like, do you remember something I told you? Because I don't.
Let's say, so for your instance, let's say it wasn't a breakup, but let's say you were pissed, and like you were the most pissed you've ever been. What's something petty you've done? To where it was maybe like an argument or a fight or something. Not like a physical fight, because we don't condone that, but like maybe you said something petty. Maybe you hit him with that good 1-2 verbally.
Ooh, I mean, I'm 100% sure I have landed a good combo.
I know you.
I just can't remember any right now off top. You know, when you mad, you don't be you like in the moment. You
flash out.
You flash
out.
Yeah,
your head turns around. Your eyes roll back in your head.
Yeah. Exorcism.
Her petty comes from like it don't be like big extreme things. It be like quick, sharp jabs that it hit you like you won't catch. Like, I won't give out no names. It wasn't dealing with me. It was dealing with somebody in her relationship and her family. Oh. And they already owed us some money. And like, they never paid her back. They ain't call her to pay her back or nothing like that or say nothing. So she was like, we ended up going back home and ended up seeing them. And they was like, oh, hey, Vic, what's up? She was like, damn, that's some nice looking shoes you got on. like, man, that's a nice hat. You got shades on. That gotta be like $40. That gotta be like $50. Like, that's how petty she get.
Locking them pockets. The pettiest thing I think I ever did, so there was an argument that ensued, and it was not good. I'm not confrontational.
Right.
I'm very like chill and low key, but when you just pressing that button,
yeah, they got to keep you there.
I was taken all the way there and then some. So they were at my house and just arguing until I was just fed up, and I was like, "Get out my house!" Like basically, get out. And he wouldn't leave, and it wasn't like a physical situation. It was nothing like that, but it was just like, I'm done. I'm fed up. I don't want to deal with you. I might have told you this before, but
I'm thinking.
I took his belongings. So I took his car keys, I took his shoes, and I took anything else that was his that I could get my hands on. And I threw the shoes in the bushes. like this is what makes it petty. I threw one shoe over there in the bush, another shoe over there in a bush, and then I took his set of keys and I literally went back to Mid City Little League and threw the keys as far as I could possibly throw them down the parking lot and was like, go get your stuff.
You know what? I've done that.
I did that, and as soon he walked over the threshold from inside to outside and was like, "Man, what you do with my stuff? What my stuff?" And I was like, "It's in the parking lot. Go find it." And as soon as he just started walking towards the parking lot, I slammed the door and like locked both locks, and that was the end of that. Petty Piper is what I like to call it.
Like, dang, that story sounds familiar for me too.
I did it once and I never did it again because I did not like the fact that I resorted to doing that. But, it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
I wonder if that particular person remembers that. I mean, I chunked it too. I was pretty impressed with myself, I must say. I was pretty impressed with how far I threw
they do.
Young Patty Mahomes out there.
So, since we have both of you here, on the first date, Jordan, do you go and pick the girl up? Or do y'all meet? Jeanne, would you like to be picked up? Or do you go and meet him at the place?
In our situation, Jordan picked me up, but that's because I've been knowing Jordan. I knew him way before we even considered dating. If it was somebody who I didn't know, then I would meet them there. Like I have met people, at a common place before.
What do you say, Jordan?
Oh, I agree with her. I agree with her. It's all about as a man, it's about what's more comfortable for your date. I mean, you always extend the offer, I'll pick you up. But if you're more comfortable with driving yourself, that's just as fine.
I think that's free game. It's always what is most comfortable for your date, guys. I hope you're listening.
Yeah.
I personally, if it is a first date and I don't know you, I have no history with you, I will meet you somewhere because when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. And I just want to be in control of like my transportation. But if I know you and we have history or we've been friends for a long time, I'm still going to drive myself because I don't want to, I don't know. I've had a few experiences where a guy has picked me up and we ended up going not just like to the place that we were going for the date, but then we ended up in like 5 different places. And it was like,
yeah.
Like when you said the guy took you by his mama's house or his family's house.
Oh yeah.
We're not doing that.
That's one of the reasons why I'm like, if I don't know you that well, I'm definitely gonna drive. Like you never know, and you're right too, because even if I have known Jordan for a long time, what if like that first date would have went south? Well, I would have took a lift home because I wouldn't want to be in a car with him.
Right. I'm good for being like, well, this was fun, but I gotta go to work tomorrow, so I'm good for that.
Do what you do, babe.
Okay. Last one for Jordan. Finish this phrase. Don't revoke my black card, but I ... I'll go first. Don't revoke my black card, but I do not play spades. I played one time in my whole entire life. I ended up winning. I don't know how, and I've never played again because I don't even remember the rules. I do not play spades.
I've only played spades once also. It was actually recent, like in the last few months, that I was taught and played spades one time.
Don't judge me, judge your mama. I just don't play it. I don't play dominoes.
I don't play dominoes either. Jordan been trying to teach me for years.
Y'all gotta slap some bones, man.
I mean, it looks like a ton of fun. I just don't play it.
I think when we was in New York playing dominoes and Courtney was slapping them bones like somebody uncle.
Like Courtney's the only woman I know who like can hold it down. Mm-hmm. Lord, she is worse than Jordan. All that smack and slamming.
It makes it fun.
At the tone, I was like, "Oh, that's what we at with it. Okay, let's go." Let's go.
I was like, "Is this my uncles at the family reunion?"
Now y'all got to finish the phrase. What is?
Don't revoke my black card.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do the electric slide.
Your face.
No wonder he never danced to it.
Gasp.
All the judgment I feel. Wow. I would not have joined this if I would known on my way.
You should have known.
I come here and I be vulnerable with you guys, and this is
Whoa, Jeanne, what are you doing?
I don't know. You just sometimes you just kind of assume. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those times where I assume.
You got to teach him. You definitely got to teach him the electric slide.
Hindsight is 20/20, and now that I look back on like times when like we've been at like a wedding reception or like a party and everybody's on the floor doing electric slide. I don't remember Jordan ever being there doing it with everybody.
That's not my thing. I can do the bunny hop. I can cha-cha slide. I can
do the outside.
I can do the south side.
Okay.
I can zydeco. I can,
But the electric slide? You can do the electric slide to so many different songs.
Every song.
Bro, but that's my problem with it. Like, you niggas do this to everything. You niggas do this shit to everything.
I mean,
Kenny Chesney come on and y'all be trying to do the electric slide. Shit. I just go grab my drink.
Jeanne, you gotta teach him the electric slide. Yeah. Ma'am, you're not no good girlfriend if you don't teach him.
Failing.
I am not about to let two people that don't play spades and dominoes talk to me like this. I am not gonna take it.
And I knew mine was bad. I knew not being able to play spades or dominoes was bad, but the electric slide?
Yeah.
Jeanne, get on your job.
I can do a lot more.
He said I can do a lot more.
Okay then.
Anyway.
What about you?
You probably think of more things that would revoke my black card than I would. But the one thing I can think of off top is don't revoke my black card, but I don't drink Hennessy.
Oh, well.
No, I need something more than that.
I'm thinking, do you have there's a lot of things that I do that can revoke my black card. It's just that nowadays it's more of a ABG thing, you know?
Okay.
So
but let's keep it real. Hennessy is disgusting. We not finna sit here and act like Hennessy actually tastes good.
No, Hennessy does not taste good.
Cristal does not taste good.
Like, Hennessy is really not. That ain't it. But
Hennessy don't taste good, but you see Hennessy at a party and you be like, I'm gonna partake.
It's up.
Like they ain't got nothing else. Like nothing else. Vodka. I don't even drink vodka. I'll drink vodka tonight though.
So I could revoke your black card, but give me something.
I'm thinking, I also don't know how to play speed. You remember when we used to play speed growing up?
Speed is easy.
If you don't remember, I never would partake. I'll be like, I'm gonna watch.
Now you can teach Jordan the electric slide, and he can teach you how to play speed. Speed is super easy.
I know it's easy. It's just, I just feel like my mind doesn't process as fast, so I just never tried because I'm like,
yeah, I don't know. Ain't no revoking nobody black card in 2020, man. Forget that.
You're right.
Yeah.
Black, blackity, black.
You know what I used to get picked on about all the time, though?
What?
I used to, I was the black anime guy in elementary.
That makes so much sense that you wound up in a relationship with Jeanne because she's the black anime girl.
Yeah, I was the kid in second grade pulling up to school like, yeah, I got some nice shoes. I got some nice Jordans on, but I got like 300 Pokemon cards in my book sack too. Like I got like 4 pages of holographics, brother. Don't make me flash. But
I can't lie. I had a binder full of Pokemon cards too. I don't even know what that was about because I had no clue how to play. I was collecting cards.
We all had them at FK White. That's why.
That's just what it was.
I would say about the music we grew up with, but in our friend group, we all listened to that music. It might be weird to people outside of our friend group, but we was like when it came to Creed, Nickelback,
Super Stank.
you had to be able to go from listening to Tupac to Fred Durst. Like you had to have a good mix of both.
Limp Biscuit. We was listening to all that. Matchbox 20.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Green Day.
Oh, Green Day.
Green Day. Yeah, that is very true.
All right, Jordan. Thank you for coming in and speaking to us today. And we will definitely have you on. But that's all we wanted to talk to you about.
For sure. Make sure y'all check out
plug before you go.
Yeah. The Hookup Podcast.
Appreciate you. The Hookup Podcast. We on all your listening places. I don't know what you want to call you streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, Anchor. We also have merch. Shout out to my little homie Jax. He just released a new album, The Art of Mutiny, him and Hollywood Onion. And also my brother Eric, who has his Muse apparel strictly for the Black woman.
Okay.
My IG page is CJ Slim 23, I believe. CJ SLIMM 23.
Definitely.
Well, thank you, babe.
Appreciate y'all.
We'll holler at you.
Bye, boo. We gonna see you later.
All right, Leo.
Okay. So, let's see if you can remember. This is like throwback. What is the name of the person you had your first kiss with? Way back.
So, what does consent matter? Because I had a first kiss where it kind of happened to me and I didn't do anything back. And then I had like an actual first kiss.
So, we keep it real on the Not So Private podcast. So, you're going to tell both of these stories.
Okay, the first one, I ain't gonna say no names. But,
okay.
I was in middle school and my brothers had a sleepover at our house. Mm-hmm. And, that was usually the case because you remember my parents didn't let us go places except for like your house, Genesia's and Brittany's. And so we were playing some game, probably like spin the bottle or some shit like that. And then it landed on him, and I did not want to do it at all. And that's basically what happened. Like,
did y'all do the whole thing, like go into the closet, nobody can see y'all, and y'all have to like kiss behind closed doors?
No, we didn't go into a closet. The other people just left the room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was like my brothers, they had a sleepover, and then I had some people over too.
Okay.
Yeah. So, because I was like, wait, this sounds weird. Cause spin the bottle with me, my brother's two friends, and then my brother.
I never would have done it.
No, it wasn't that. I had two friends over too. And it just kind of happened to me. I didn't want to do it. Like, I know I had a look of disgust on my face because it's hard for me to control my facial expression. And it just kind of happened. And then like the actual one, I was in high school. And this is the one that I say, I didn't have my first kiss till high school because I didn't know what I was doing. Mm-hmm. And the first time I didn't want to do anything. So this was a guy I was dating. And he was white. His name was Brock.
And if I recall, Brock was cute.
He had those gray eyes. That's what was attractive about him.
Brock was really cute.
And he lived a block over.
And Brock was older too.
He was older. For a while, I had a thing for older guys.
We all went through the first.
Right. So I was in the 9th grade. I think he was in the 11th grade. And
I thought he was like a senior.
Maybe he was a senior.
Who knows?
Yeah, he had to be a senior because the next kiss, the guy was there for 2 years. So he had to be a senior. Okay. You know. But he walked me home, and then I walked him to the stop sign at the end of the street because I didn't want to, it to end there. It was after school. He had walked me home from school. Then I walked him to the bus stop, and then at the bus stop, that's where it happened. And then my aunt ended up passing by. She lived on the next street too, on the corner. So she saw us and was just like, "Hey, Vic," and I was just like, "Hey." So my parents ended up finding out, and I was just like, "Oh, I was walking home, and I know him, and we just was talking." That's how
and our lips was touching.
She didn't see that part, so I didn't have to explain that. Thank God. But that's how it happened.
Funny.
It was very awkward for me because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I wasn't like sexually active. And I was not promiscuous. So a lot of things, it's true, like a lot of things about sex in the opposite sex was foreign to me until I got to high school.
Yeah, it just wasn't a focus, I guess, to us. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until like later years in high school where I actually like knew more outside of kissing.
I think that's funny. So not even like sexually active or promiscuous, but like we just weren't even super curious about boys.
I wasn't even like trying to go out and figure it out on my own. I was just
like our little friends group at the time, we were all about us and us. Even though like, you saw boys, you liked boys or whatever, but we were very just self-contained and absorbed with ourselves, not in a bad way, but just like, they over there, we are us over here. Like we solid over here.
It was, I guess I could say it was okay. I can't even remember what it was like, but it must not have been that great because I don't really remember much about it.
That's so funny. I guess my first kiss was kind of, when we talk about consent, I wasn't just like, I didn't know that it was going to happen. Let's put it like that. I was, this is really stupid now that I think about it. But I had a crush on this boy, and it was very well known that we both had crushes on each other. We liked each other. We were like 6th grade, 7th grade, boyfriend and girlfriend. Mm-hmm. You know, whatever that is at that time. And my aunt, my aunt and his mom were best friends. So she would go and visit her. And of course, you know, anytime I would try to go over there. And my aunt knew that we liked each other or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so I would go over there and she was just like, oh yeah, well, I'm finna go to such and such's house and you want to come? And I'd be like, yeah, sure. And so I would go over there and it was very innocent, but now that I think about it, like the rules were definitely broken. You don't let girls go into boys' rooms. You know, like that type of stuff don't fly in our household. Back then, it didn't fly in our household. And, you know, like I'm telling on myself and probably telling on my aunt, but, you know, now it's all good because it wasn't like anything bad nothing bad happened. But I really went to his house because at the time it was like, oh, he has internet at his house. I'm going to go get on the internet and like print off a bunch of pictures. And like, you know, be a kid. And I was on his computer and he was like playing his video game in his room and the adults were outside and I don't know. So he, you know, approached and was like, so, and was, you know, trying to be really sweet, but how sweet can you be in the 6th or 7th grade? No game, no, none of that. And I was just, you know, like not paying attention. And he basically was just like, it's like, oh, that happened. I did not consent to it, but it was not it was not the ideal first kiss at all because, like you said, you didn't know what you were doing. I wasn't trying to do anything, and he did not know what he was doing. So it was just very uncoordinated, and
that's how
just like. And so, like when you're done, you just kind of sit there like.
I actually went to the bathroom so I go spit.
It was just like, okay, that was that. And he never tried it again. And
thank God.
I don't know. It was very strange. But
what was your first kiss that like enjoyable first kiss?
My real first kiss was, if I can recall, the one that I can recall for sure was in high school. And it was outside of the boys' gym. And I don't want to say the person's name because you know this person.
Just keep it rolling.
But he was cute and we were quote unquote dating, but I did not like him. And he was, you know, I don't know. It's like this thing. Why do guys do this thing where they just try to get really close to you without saying anything?
Right.
Like they're like trying to like.
I blame Hollywood.
They're trying to give you this energy, and you're just like, "What are you doing?" And he's just getting closer and closer. And he was like, "Yeah, so I mean, you know what I'm saying?" And that was it. And then he, you know, but he made the first move, and he went like 90, and I went like 10, and it was a cute little first kiss, and it was like, oh, that was nice. And then that was basically, I think maybe the next month I broke up with him because again, he was cute, but I did not like him. So that was that. And then, so that was like 9th grade. And then after that, I met somebody that I really liked and was really cute. And
that's what happened to me. Same.
Hair flip.
Bro.
Appropriately.
This was like the one where it was like a guy that I really liked and I was more mature by this time and knew more. It was behind the stairs in high school. And what made it awkward, bro, I'm just so fucking awkward sometimes. It's just like, when I think about some of the things, it's like, I get secondhand shame thinking about the things that I did in the past.
Yes. Right. Like, why did I do that?
Right. So we're like kissing, or what I thought was kissing at the time. And he's like, he backs up, and I'm so confused, like, what's going on? Why is he backing up? And he's like, oh, like, can you back up a little bit? And I'm just like, what is going on? His pants had fell.
What? Was he sagging?
Yes. Oh. His pants had fell. I don't know.
Wow. But I feel like, because that was the time where you had your khakis or your blue pants on, but you had full-blown, long, knee-length basketball shorts underneath.
That's what happened. Okay. That's what happened. He had like white basketball shorts underneath.
Because the boys used to play hardcore basketball at lunch.
Yeah.
They were ready to shoot.
Yeah, they was ready. They were ready. Like, they should have had on Velcro khakis.
For real.
But yeah, I remember I was just like, oh my God. Because the same day, he walks me like halfway home, and like we had a conversation, and he asked me, oh, you know this story. Okay, I was more mature. I just wasn't that mature. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying I was more mature this time than I was the first time.
Young in the mind.
He asked me if he made me wet.
All right, goodbye.
And I didn't know what that meant. So I was like, yeah, did I make you wet?
Well, that is another Not So Private podcast conversation. We're going to wrap it up right here because I gotta go.
Like, isn't that more awkward than the guy that I did the wink and the gun to?
Y'all. Oh, I forgot about the wink and the gun. Oh, I'm sweating. I'm sweating right now.
Dude, that was rough to get out.
High school, like, honestly, Issa Rae did not start Awkward Black Girl. We started it in way back in like 02, 03. That's crazy.
Show about it.
I'm sweating. You know what? Now, when we were talking about first kisses, that wasn't actually my first kiss. My first kiss was in middle school at FK. What is it about the stairs?
Stairs. I don't know. It's the only private area.
There was no like texting or whatever, but
right.
This guy put a note in my locker, and I like him. Like, I liked him. Ooh. You know him. Janicia knew him. Everybody knew that we had crushes on each other. We secretly dated for a hot second. And he slipped a note in my locker and told me to meet him underneath the stairs in a particular hallway by the gym breezeway after fourth period or something like that. So, like a duck, I go down there and he's waiting underneath the stairs. He was like, well, I'm going to walk you to class. And I was like, okay.
Walking us to class.
And so he grabs my backpack and he just like kissed me all on the mouth. And I was like, okay then. And that was that. Like, it was no type of, like, with none of these first kiss situations at a young age, there was no romance involved. Yeah. It was just full-blown awkwardness.
It was kissing. It was no tongue, because I didn't even know what that was in middle school.
I'm not even coordinated enough to do that. very, very awkward situations just to say that this happened. Like,
girl, it's like I'm kissing with my arms to my side. You really think I know enough to add an extra step?
Oh man, bro.
Real life. Hollywood really be messing you up.
You know, it's really interesting though, like to say that you had these boyfriends. To say that you had these boyfriends in like middle school. Yeah, like these relationships. It wasn't no kissing happening. We were barely holding hands. Like that was, yeah, we weren't out here.
That's why on these like Netflix shows of these middle schoolers popping pills and having
the
sex.
Most. We were not.
Was they in the valley? Because we wasn't doing this.
We were not doing that. Okay.
Not in South Lake Charles, we were not.
Okay, here is our last question as we wrap this conversation up. If you could go back in time and tell your younger self something in 3 words, what would you say? So think of your younger self, maybe something that you never heard or something that you just needed reassurance on. What would you go back and tell your younger self in 3 words?
You're not going to have everything. Oh, wait, that's more than 3 words.
3 words. No, I'm playing. You can just cut the
30s, not goals.
That's interesting. So 30s, not goals. So now, aside from those 3 words, you can explain. So give some insight into what that means.
Right. So
for your younger self.
So younger me thought that by the time I was 30, I was just going to have it all figured out, like everything. And even when I was 29, I was like, I'm okay with not having everything that I thought I was going to have by the time I was 30. I'm actually looking forward to being 30. And like months before my 30th birthday, I had a breakdown because I was like, oh my God, I literally have none of the things that I thought I was going to have by the time I was 30. It's just, I don't know. It's just 30's not goals. Like it's everyone's not the same. Everyone's not going to handle situations the same, have the same goals. Like you're not going to probably be with the same person you were with when you were younger. Right. So
I think
I just learned.
I think that is very true. I think it's really more, it's not about age. It's about the seasons of your life. And that has nothing to do with whatever age or whatever milestone you hit. It's just about recognizing the seasons of your life. What's for you, what's not for you, and timing. Like timing is everything. A lot of our issue is that we think we can control time and when stuff happens and when it's, and you just got to let all that stuff go. 30's not goals. I like that.
What's yours?
Mine, I'm thinking specifically to my 14, 15-year-old self and how I was like, of course, you have all these dreams and these visions and this is what I'm going to be doing at this age. Like I said, like, it's all about at 25, I'm going to have blah, 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 blah. At 30, I'm going to be well established and we're going to be rich and whatever. Right. Have everything that I ever wanted. Mine was more like you have so much that you have on your plate that you plan to do. How are you going to possibly get this done? So my 3 words to my younger self would just be, you'll be fine. Quit tripping, quit worrying. You're going to do that stuff anyway, but girl, You'll be fine. Because that has been true. Like my whole life. I have been tripping and stressing and just meticulously making sure things go the way that they're supposed to go. Right. And it's like, you'll be fine.
So before we go, I just wanted to give a big shout out to our friend Emerald. Emerald has a company called Black Denim. Black Denim has been in production for a few years now, and she just recently rebranded. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure y'all go to beblackdenim.com, or you follow her on Instagram at M_Jade. That's EM_JAYDE. And Be Black Denim is all about self-expression, and once you see Emerald's Instagram page, you'll know, like, she definitely is all about self-expression. With Be Black Denim, she just wants you to be bold, be beautiful, and be forever Black in this world that's always trying to keep its foot on our necks. So y'all go check out Be Black Denim. I have a few pieces. I need to purchase more, honestly, but for real, every time I go on the website, the stuff that I like is always sold out. So, I mean, I guess that's a good thing. It is a good thing. It's just like, dang, like,
right.
I have t-shirts, hats, buttons, but I want one of them jackets. I want one of them jackets, damn it.
Her designs are really dope. And I've been eyeing her company for a long time. And I want one of those simple black shirts with the
Be Black on it. I have one of those.
Like, that is so dope. So I'm glad you did shout out Emerald's company, Be Black Denim. Thank you for answering another one of my foolish phone calls.
Right. And LDBs, y'all probably like, dang, Nia is full of the shenanigans, like every week.
10 on 10.
But what y'all don't understand is LDBs, y'all are on the phone once a week. And I talk to this girl probably like 5 times a week. And it's 5 times a week of shenanigans. So don't think this is it.
Because I be bored.
Exactly.
And this is what we do.
So next week, when she calls us, hopefully,
guaranteeing nothing.
Dang.
Maybe we'll have something truly important to talk about. Maybe we
But I guess we will see next week.
So we'll be right back here for another blackity black, where we like to black it up, not so private conversation.
We'll talk to you later.
Day.
Bye. Thank you so much, long distance besties, for joining us again for another not so private conversation. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram at Jeanne V. Williams. That's at Jeanne, Jeanne V. Williams, and at Perfectly Mia. That's at Perfectly MIA. And if you have any topic suggestions or any questions, you just shoot us an email at notsoprivatepod@gmail.com.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We definitely appreciate it. Remember to leave a review on Spotify, Apple, and Google. You can also find us at Radio Public, Pocket Cast, Overcast, and Breaker. And you can find us on anchor.fm/notsoprivatepod. Now you can also hear us on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Not So Private Podcast channel. Now, with all of that being said, join us next time for another Not So Private conversation.